Hello everyone, this is LeetCode problem number 238, product of array except itself, and it is 7th problem in LeetCode 75 series. Okay, so this was just to show that a little bit of thinking goes before I actually arrive to some solution, right? Let me just erase this, and since we've figured out how to solve this, we are gonna solve it a little bit neatly. Okay, so now what we are given here is an array of integers. So let's write it. We are given nums, okay, and nums is 1, 2, 3, 4. And what do they say is that we have to return an array of integers where my array of ith is such that it has multiple of every other number in the array except itself, right? So like the first approach that comes to our mind is that okay, we'll multiply everything which is nothing but, let's say, 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24 into 1. Okay, so yeah, we'll multiply everything, and while navigating or while iterating through the array, we'll just keep on dividing. So let's say 24 divided by 1 is nothing but 1. 24 divided by 2 is 12, divided by 3 is 8, divided by 4 is 6. And is this my answer array, resulting array? Yes, it is. But here what they have given is that the constraints that they have given is that the algorithm should be in O of n time, which it is, but it should also be done without using the division operation. Okay, now that we have to avoid division operation, what can we do? So let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now one thing that I understood while doing is that what do I need here? Like, let's say at array of this is 0, 1, 2, 3. At array of 1, what do I need? I need everything that is multiple before this and everything that is, let's call this is my array of ith, and everything that is multiple after this. So I need this multiply by this, right? So let's say 4 2s are 12, 12 to 12 ones are 1. Okay, and this is my array of 1, right? Like answer of 1. Okay, and similarly for 3, let me use different color pen. So for 3, what do I need? Everything that multiple of everything that was before it and after it, right? So 4 2s are 8, 8 1s are 1. Now for, let's say, this, I need everything that is multiple before this and after this. Let's say I'll mark anything that is multiple after this as 1. Okay, so 3 2s are 6, so I'll have it 6. And let's do it for 1 also, right? So for this, I need everything that was multiple after this. I'll assume that multiple which was before it is nothing but 1. So I need 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So 24, 12, 8 and 6 is what my answer was, right? So now that I have figured out, let me write in a cleaner manner. Okay, so let's say 1, 2, 3 and 4. So for this, I need multiple before this and multiple after this. So if I have an array, let's say left of I, where I keep storing the multiples before this. So let's say for this one, because for anything which is multiple before this, before 1, I am gonna call it just 1, so that because there is nothing before it, right? So I'm just gonna call it 1. I'll store the multiples which are before 2. So let's say this before 2, before 2 nothing, we only have 1, I'm not gonna include. Okay, let me just mark arrows a little bit right so that we don't get confused. Okay, before 1 I have nothing, so the multiple of this would be 1. Before 2 I have only 1, so 1 ones are nothing but 1. Before 3 I have 2 and 1, so 2 ones are 1, and before 4 I have this 3 included, right? So 3 twos are 6 and 6 ones are 6. Okay, so this this is what we have. Now let's say I'll have right of I where I'll store all the right multiples. So let's say before 4 we have nothing, so the multiple of that would be nothing but 1. Okay, let me change the color. So after 3 we have 4, so here we'll have 4, and like on the right side of 2 we have 3 and 4. 3 4s are nothing but 12, and before 1 we have 2 3 and 4s, which is nothing but 6 into 4 24. Okay, now this is what I have in right of I. So now if you see here, this contains left of I and right of I multiples, right? Now this is nothing but left of I and this is nothing but right of I. Both of them do not include 2. So if I just multiply both of these, will I not get my answer? 24, 12, 8 and 6. And this was the answer which I was given. Correct? So what I'm doing, I'm like multiply everything that is at the left of it and multiplying everything that is towards right of it, and then multiplying both the arrays will give me this. Okay, now this was about the understanding part of it. Now you can code it in two manners, right? If you just take the multiple on the fly, then you can have it in O of 1 time, or else you can have the space complexity of O of n. Either ways, the time complexity for this algorithm would be O of n. Okay, and we are not using the division operation which was mentioned in the question. That is for the explanation. Let's code it.
This is nothing but nums, and let's say length is equals to nums.size. Once we have taken the length, we will create our result vector or answer vector of the same size. So we'll say answer, let me just say answer of size length. Now what we are going to do once we are done with that, we'll say that the first at 0th index we will assign we'll assign the value of 1 to my first answer. Now what we are going to do, we are going to store the sum. So first we'll go from the left towards right. So we'll say int I is equals to 1, I less than length I plus plus. I will store my answer of I equals to nums I minus 1 into answer of I minus 1. Okay, so now this holds the multiples of everything that is towards the left. In a variable r, I'm gonna store 1, and then I'll iterate from right hand side towards the left hand side, that is from end of the array to the start of the array. So I'm gonna say int I is equal to length minus 1, then I greater than or equal to 0, and I minus minus. I will be updating my answer value, answer of I, to the answer of I into r. Okay, so now I will update my r to into nums dot r of I is equals to r into nums of I, so that it holds the value of that, the number which was towards the right of it. Okay, this is done. Once this is done, I'm gonna return my answer. Let's see if it is working or not. So this is what we had discussed in the dry run as well, right? Let's try submitting it. Okay, this is working fine. Thank you everyone for watching.